Lights, camera, action! Welcome back, magnanimous mentees, to your second assignment for Multimedia Fest. Today, you'll be heading to the big screen to make movie magic. The cinema department needs your help. They've decided to turn the play from your last assignment into a movie masterpiece. The problem? The masterpiece isn't masterpiecing. The filmmaking team can't manage to adapt the play for the screen, and now the production is in chaos. They need you, our writing interns, to help them get this movie back on track. To make movie magic, you'll need to learn about the characteristics of screenplays, how and why they're different from stage plays, and apply strategies of strong screenwriting. Later, you'll use what you've learned to write a screenplay scene of your own. Roll camera! It's time for your big screen debut!
Sounds like we'll be working in the glamorous world of filmmaking today. I always knew I'd see my name in lights. Let's get moving. We don't want to be late for our call time. Have you ever wondered how movies go from an idea to the big screen? As you can probably guess, it all starts with writing. In this case, it's a screenplay, which is the written script of a film or television show. Screenplays are similar to stage plays in some key ways. Both are meant to be viewed by an audience, and both rely on dialogue and actor performances to communicate their stories. But the two types of scriptwriting also have some key differences. To learn more, let's take a look at the stage play of a scene from Romeo and Juliet and a screenplay based on that same scene. In both versions of this scene, Romeo appears at Juliet's balcony to declare his love for her. You'll find a copy of the two scenes in the first few pages of your guided notes. As you read or listen, answer the following questions. How is the screenplay different from the stage play? Why do you think these differences might be important for filmmakers? Pause to work. You might have noticed that while the dialogue in both excerpts was the same, the screenplay had more detailed descriptions than the stage play. We know plays use simple stage directions, but screenplays use action lines, which are much more detailed. Action lines describe the movements, visuals, and sounds happening in a scene. They can communicate a lot of information, such as how lines are delivered, what characters are doing, and setting descriptions and technical details. But why are descriptions in screenplays so much more detailed than in stage plays? Why doesn't a screenwriter leave more decisions to the director and actors like a playwright does? This difference comes from the distinct ways the two mediums are created. While plays are certainly complex, they also occur in one location, the stage, and require minimal pre-planning. This allows everyone involved to collaborate and stay on the same page. Filmmaking, on the other hand, involves a lot of pre-planning, known as pre-production. Before a film can be shot, many things need to happen. Locations are scouted, equipment is rented, and shots and special effects are planned. Have you ever sat through the credits at the end of a movie? They're really long. Hundreds of people are usually involved in a film, and they all need to be on the same page. If they don't have a clear, concrete vision they're working toward, the final film will likely seem disjointed or messy. Having a detailed screenplay helps a film crew work toward that unified vision. And that's exactly the problem for our filmmakers here. They're using a stage play as a screenplay, so they're not working cohesively. Let's explore some screenwriting strategies that might help them. To help the screenwriters, we need to add clear, detailed action lines that can guide a film crew. So, how do we write action lines? Let's start by reading the stage play scene that they're adapting. It's our job to take the basic scene and imagine it vividly as a movie with details like characters' emotions, time of day, and music. So as you read this scene, imagine what it would look like on screen. Read or listen to the scene in your guided notes. Then answer the following question. What do you imagine when reading this scene. Try to consider both what you imagine seeing and hearing in your response. Pause to work. As we review our screenwriting strategies, keep those ideas in your mind. They'll help you write detailed action lines. Our first strategy is one you're already familiar with: imagery. As we've learned before, imagery is the use of sensory language to create vivid descriptions. Movies are a visual and auditory medium, so when we're writing a screenplay, we want to consider what the scene will look and sound like. This can help the filmmakers imagine your scene more clearly and bring your vision to life. You may also want to consider the technical aspect of filmmaking. Consider describing key special effects that might be used, or any music or sound effects you think would enhance the scene. For me, I'll add auditory imagery to this action line to emphasize the significance of the moment and the excitement of the crowd. Something like, Eli passes the ball to Gianni, who takes the shot. The ball hits the back of the net. A beat of stunned silence. Then the crowd erupts, their cheers deafening. I'll also add visual imagery about the sun setting behind the boys to this action line to symbolize their time as teammates coming to an end. Maybe something like, they celebrate together. The orange glow from the setting sun illuminates their grinning faces as they're embraced by their teammates. Now it's your turn. In your guided notes, follow the directions to add some imagery to our example scene. Pause to work for a while. Our next strategy, to consider the camera, can help us think more deeply about how our screenplay might translate to the big screen. In screenwriting, camera shots and angles are a tool that you can use to help communicate your story. When we consider the camera, we include information about important camera shots or angles that we think the final film should capture, particularly if they're key to moving the story along or conveying a particular emotion. You might consider using a close-up, medium shot, or wide shot. For example, a screenwriter could include a line that says, "Cut to a close-up of Julius's face, tears streaming from his eyes," to emphasize that character's emotions in that moment. For our script, though, I think I'll edit this action line to be a medium shot because I want to emphasize the boys' relationship. I'll rewrite it to read, "Cut to a medium shot. The boys stand together watching the celebration." Now it's your turn. In your PDF, follow your directions to practice considering the camera in our example scene. Pause to work for a while. In your post-video activity, you'll learn more about different filmmaking terms and strategies and how you can incorporate those into your script. For now, though, I think we've come up with some good examples to help the screenwriters adapt the rest of the script and make movie magic. On to our next steps. Great news! Thanks to our hard work, film production is now running smoothly. Over the next few days, you'll learn more about formatting in screenwriting and plan and write a screenplay scene of your own. Once you're done, we'll meet back here for our next assignment. I've heard a rumor that it's going to be very immersive, whatever that means. Until then, keep writing. Your story is worth telling. See you next time.
Hey, hey.